I started a job at University of Arkansas Fort Smith about a year ago, and one of the opportunities that I had as a staff member was to partake in a Zumba class that they do for students, and it was a blast. And so I thought, what a great opportunity to bring our ladies together here at Central to cultivate and maintain relationships with other women who love each other and who love Jesus. I work with a lady named Lynette Thrower, and through the grapevine found out that she used to be a Zumba instructor for some of the women here at Central, and through multiple conversations asked her if she would want to start teaching Zumba again, and she was all for it. And she was so excited to interact with our women, to interact in a spiritual way with our women. So she helped lead some devotional thoughts at the end. She prayed for the women who were at Zumba with the prayer requests, and was all about impacting our lives and letting us impact hers. We had approximately 20 women every week attend Zumba. I think in total we had between 40 and 50. And I loved it because I was able to hang out with women that I don't normally get to hang out with. Some of them are no longer moms of young kids like I am, or they don't work in similar settings as I do. And so it was a really great opportunity for me to form relationships with ladies that I didn't previously have a relationship with. COVID did not allow us to get together, and so this was something that we got to do together specifically as women for almost no other reason than to just have a good time. Sometimes I think when we do different ministries in the church, we feel like it has to revolve around a book of the Bible or a prayer event. And I think the gospel goes so much further than just how often are you reading your Bible and how often are you praying. I think it affects the whole person. And because Central Health started, this was a really good way to implement something like this, where we could focus on the physical health of some of our women in our body, but also focus on the spiritual health of them as well. And doing those two things together at the same time without it feeling like, oh, I have to go to just one more Bible study to earn God's good favor. Like, no, this is just us having a good time and getting jiggy with it and loving the Lord at the same time. I had an idea. I brought it up to one of the staff pastors. He said, call your friend, called my friend, and then we put an announcement on the screen. And we hoped and prayed that women were going to show up. That's it. I am young, and I was able to start something with women of all ages here at Central, and it was a blast, and we had a really good time. And I think it's so valuable for our women who have been walking with the Lord longer than I have to encourage me and champion me toward doing good things for the kingdom. And it's something that I can now take to women who are younger than I am and continue to encourage them. I think the first thing I would tell somebody, first piece of advice I would give somebody in starting a new ministry is to first figure out what you're passionate about. I love 1 Corinthians 12, where Paul tells us that the body is different and it's made up of different parts, and that's beautiful. And you shouldn't look like me and I shouldn't look like you, and that's really good for the kingdom. And so the first thing is figure out the thing that you're passionate about. And then I would figure out if there is a need within our body for that thing. It may not be a need right this second, or it might be a need somewhere else in the community. But once you find out that there is a need, then start planning it, plan well, be faithful in stewarding that passion, and then go for it. One of the sweetest lessons I think the Lord has taught me is that you don't have to have all the answers, you just have to be faithful. And when you show up, the Lord is faithful. I don't think that ministries have to be spiritually deep in order to be effective. because God created us with a body, soul, and spirit, and ministry should be impacting all of those aspects of the person. And sometimes we can't address deep spiritual needs without first addressing some of those physical needs. And sometimes doing something as simple as Zumba for the purpose of being fun allows us to break down some barriers to have those good, deep theological and spiritual conversations. We start Zumba again in September for another 10-week course, and we would love for all of our women to join us for one or all of the sessions.